Operations at the Parliamentary Registration Department shifted to high gear as preparations are underway for the referendum. Shanina Ferguson talked to the Parliamentary Commissioner today about the registration process.
Now that the June 7th date for the gender equality referendum has been announced, Parliamentary Commissioner Sherlyn Hall explains that a number of things have to happen first before voters head to the polls.
The legal time frame has been stated in the Constitutional Act 2002, and that date for the proclamation will be on the 11th of May. That's 21 days before the 7th of June. Yes, so those dates are really fixed in law. So I'll be working with the AG's office to finalize the proclamation, and immediately after the proclamation, then we will prepare writs of elections for each of the 38 constituencies.
Now that proclamation will be given by Governor General Her Excellency Dame Margaret Pinling. Meanwhile, the old register used for the 2012 general election will be used for the June 7th referendum. Hall says it's comprised of about 178,501 voters, the majority female at 55%.
Bahamians who have in their possession a gold or yellow voter's card, they would be entitled to vote on referendum day. No need for you to come to us to re-register. Your name is already on the 2012 register, so you will be entitled to vote on referendum day. Now, persons who have not turned 18 as yet will be entitled to vote provided they come to us and they present we ask for passport first of all. That's what the Act calls for. If you do not have a passport, bring to us your birth certificate. If you're born if you're born after 1973, we will need to see the documents on your mother to make sure she is a citizen of the Bahamas.
He also stressed that unlike the gaming referendum, the results will be binding.
There are 4 questions. Each question must gain a majority of 50-point-something%. Some people say 51%. And if a question receives more than 50%, 51%, that question would be deemed to be carried and binding.
Now, Hall is presently putting together a budget for the referendum on gender equality. He says it will cost more than what was spent on the gaming referendum in 2013.
We spent roughly $1.3 million for the gaming referendum. So the cost for this referendum would be slightly above that. Well, of course, you have to allow for inflation. That was 4 years ago. 3 years ago. And then, of course, VAT came into being after that. So we have to consider all of those factors. And that's why I said it will be slightly above what we spent in 2013.
Some 2,500 persons will be used to man the 500 polling stations across the country. Shanina Ferguson, ZNS Network News.